Alright, welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners monthly Tetris Attack Open. This is our third monthly open, the Poochy Open, and we are here with our final match between Cards of the Heart and FFR Pro. I am Tayman, once again joined by Tolker.
Hey again, Taman's beautiful assistant Tulka over here.
Yes, Tolker will be revealing the blocks on the board.
And this is gonna be round hearts. Just kidding.
So, so Cards and FFR are both looking for their first monthly victory, which will assure them a spot in the Tetris Attack Major, which is going to be in spring of 2025. So both of these players have something to play for here. And I think let's check on the status of the race. While I'm doing that, what are you expecting for the upcoming matchup? Who do you think is going to take it?
I don't think that there's anyone who is going to be 100% up for the taking. I think both of these players have shown more than enough skill to be the top one for the Pucci Open. I mean, Cars has his incredibly methodical style of play, and FFR has his incredibly quick style of play. We'll be seeing which one reigns supreme for the day.
Yeah,
Both of our players think they're off.
Yep, we're going here. There is no time to waste. Cards has a really good opening there. So does FFR. FFR getting cleared a little bit on, but keeping it neck and neck through the first stage.
3 seconds on the side of FFR, just that little 16-second lag versus Cards 19. But here we go with us trying to make that lag chain. Unfortunately, FFR not getting to it. Small attacks coming out. Will that be enough? Will it stack quickly enough? There is a clear from Bumpty's side, whereas Cards send a bigger block with random clears from Bumpty, but will it be enough? Seems like it will be the case. Pillar FFR holding strong.
No. Cards' Bumpty had a clear in the pillar. That should have been a kill. FFR Pro not happy with that 20. FFR Pro definitely the fierier one, the more temperamental one out of these two.
Absolutely. If he uses that temperament to his favor, though, he might just have some advantage here. However, once again, Cards very methodical with his style of play, just keeping times more consistent, keeping his sends very, very consistent. Let's hope FFR does get his time. There he goes, 11 on that Pucci.
11 seconds.
Oof. And Cards, unfortunately, getting downstacked and cleared. That is going to be an unfortunate start for Cards of the Heart, with FFR making a lot of time just from that Pucci stage. Cards finally out with that 34 on that Pooch.
Something you don't like to see.
Indeed. FFR very quickly, 19 on his Wiggler. Very quick attack. Did still get cleared, but either way, managed to keep it very, very concise to not have any trouble with the follow-up. Cards here has a beautiful setup for 14. Get the downstack 15 seconds on that Wiggler, making some time up of FFR's Wiggler. Still trying to make up that dog deficit. Pucci really making the open not be Cards' favorite right now.
Well, it's the Pucci Open. What do we expect here?
Respect the dog to troll, Tay. Respect the dog to troll. 16 seconds on that frog for FFR. Cards with a beautiful lag chain here. Ooh. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Will it be enough, though? It is not. It's 3 lines short. Quite a bit of an underreach, simply because Frog did not raise his stack when it usually would have. Now Cards setting up an 8 combo here.
Oh, I've had Cards and FFR mixed up this whole time. So FFR Pro's in the lead here.
Yeah, FFR is on the lead with that Blarg moving along.
killing it here. Look at that setup, that pivot to the 8, dropping down that star.
Indeed, Cards here with a 2-5 into a 6. Just not having enough gas for this. Again, just being a little bit short. Cards of the Heart not sending enough. Oh, never mind. The top of it there after the stack race. There is nothing that Blart can do. Tunking for that 19 on Cards of the Heart's side. FFR here. Going quick.
Oh,
2,
look at
3.
that.
Drops
Look
the
at that
chain.
pivot.
No follow-up. 9. 2 chain 9. Just to send that extra garbage. Following up with a 6 combo. Will that be enough? Fish topped off. There's no immediate clear, but Fish is not ready yet. There's still some garbage on the stack. Will he reach an 8 combo to do the clear? Fish just disrespecting FFR here. And the stop time
Should
from
be
that
good.
8 give it enough
His
to
card
stop
sent
to a
enough
27.
here. Card is not sent enough, but like I don't know
Fish
what
down
you
to
would.
one line. Fish down to
Jeez.
one line. Still,
What do you
Cart's making up 1 second.
what are you supposed to do there? Like you could say he didn't send enough, but it's not really reasonable to send 11 lines. That's just incredibly rude.
No, I understand completely. That Fish was trolling Cards real hard. Beautiful latching there from FFR at the end of his initial chain. Not letting the combo garbage get cleared. And still, however, getting a bit of a slower clear there. Raft down stacking doesn't do it fast enough. But Cards does get cleared, unfortunately for him. That is going to be some time loss versus FFR's Raf. Still very close. These two players are fairly close on their stages. No huge lead being done. First to cave is FFR with that hook bill. Let's see how he does.
And I believe FFR Pro's like the stream's actually ahead in terms of their timer upon starting hook bill. They're actually about tied up. So Cave is gonna decide who is gonna take this first game. Car's going out to an X6.
Yeah, hefty chain there from Cards of the Heart. Probably didn't need as much, but here's the hook down stack from Hookbill with the chains. And Hookbill does have some fodder to be chaining there. Ooh, misses his continuation, but doesn't have an immediate clear. Greens are there, 27 seconds. But FFR getting a combo-induced kill there with that 6 combo. 40 seconds on that hook bill, 35 for Cards. Cards is probably a little bit on the lead at this point. Add 1 second to my timer on screen is what Cards is saying. So Cards timer is in 6:02. Let's see how this goes. All right. FFR, beautiful lag chain there, going all the way to X5. Plant starting his chain. Beautiful 8 from Cards of the Heart. Going up to an X4. Will that be enough? Plant has an immediate clear. 4 cards, does not have one for FFR. FFR moving along with a 17-second plant.
And with that 10 combo, you can get a 10% off your next mobile order at Wendy's.
Hell yeah, get those Baconators, guys. That's how we measure our price pool in Baconators. All right, FFR moving along to Kamek. Let's see how this is gonna go. Beautiful 5 combo there, ready to go with a lag chain 4-5 and a 4 combo just to spare there at the end. What is the plan here? 8 combo to follow up. Will Kamek have enough? Will he be able to downstack here? Kamek has a clear.
Just enough time to get to that clear, but I don't think Kamek's gonna have much after this.
Cards catching a panel to do a 6 combo while a lag chain 5 having more than enough for Kamek. If Kamek just stops here, he'll probably be dead. Let's just see if Kamek does have enough. Line 2 lines. No. There's a clear, unfortunately, for Cards. 23 seconds. Cards taking a big sigh there. Unfortunately for him, that was a very nice send. FFR moving on to her final stage Bowser, and Cards not too far behind with that 31 Kamek. Just following on his tail.
So FFR starting his Bowser about 7:53, and I think Cards will be starting it maybe around... Cards also gonna be starting around 7:53 according to their timer. So FFR is ahead on stream, but we'll have to see who hits dot done first here.
I think we did get a message from Card saying that to add 15 seconds to his timer, because I think the down count from his side did not work as intended. So I think the timers
Ah.
are pretty appropriate. But that's at 60
Oh,
seconds, Bowser from Cards, and
yeah,
it's 32 from
they're both
FFR. Both
they're
of these
both
timers are very,
826.
very close.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is an 824 to an 825 scenario.
They,
I think this will be a 1 second difference after the times are all said and done.
they on race time they both stopped at 826.
Oh.
But Card's saying they're gonna have to double check this. Um, like you said, his life split was not integrated, so we're gonna throw this one up to the booth for a review.
That is insane. Both of our players ending at 826 on the race time. Phenomenal, phenomenal races. Not even a second of difference. This is truly what we came to see, ladies and gentlemen. Please give our players all the love you can in chat, because they really do deserve it. This is a show they're putting on for us.
It entirely fitting that the first race would result in a tie given the skill level of these two competitors.
That
So
Bowser, there was a 16-second difference, and Cards just made it up with that Bowser. Phenomenal play. Phenomenal play from both of our top seeds.
yeah, we were talking just before we went live that the average V-hard times of FFR Pro and Cards were within about 5 seconds of each other. So I believe FFR has been averaging about 853 and Cards averaging about 857. So just honestly a bit higher than I would expect, but it is a small sample size and there is a ton of RNG in this category. But the bottom line is they are both very good and very close to each other skill-wise.
Indeed, indeed, we do get usually a little bit more variance from FFR and more consistency from Cards. I like being smart, saying that she missed the tie, and Six calling for a run back, so we get more puzzle action. I think our judges are looking back at the replay, and we'll be getting that result up for you. So stay tuned so we can figure out who took game one, or if this is going to have to be a run back simply because it's going to be too hard to figure out exactly who was the one who took the win. Well, you asked me at the beginning, Taman, who did I think the win was going to go to? Here's the proof that I told you it's anyone's game. No way to know when it comes to these two competitors, as their skill level is really, really matched at this point.
I mean, we could just flip a coin to see who wins, but that wouldn't. What would the fun in that be? Let's play a convoluted puzzle game 5 times in a row.
If RNG has a say, RNG will say its say.
And that's why I really like these puzzle tournaments compared to your typical speedrun tournaments, because there really isn't a way for a an underdog to win in a quote unquote traditional speed game. You know, they're gonna have the better movement, they're gonna pull off the tricks more consistently. But in a game like Tetris Attack in Pokemon Puzzle League, it's all about your constant execution, but also the RNG is going to have a huge say in it. And we have had several upsets over the years across these tournaments. And you just never quite know what you're going to see when you tune in.
It's just gonna be an insane match after another, and anything can happen. As you said, these puzzle games have way too much variance to be able to fully predict what's gonna be happening in each one of these runs. See FFR trying to hit that mystery chain during his practice as he's chilling, getting all the way up to an X13, stopping right there. All right, we're having the official time from FFR being at 8:25.5 if we want to put that on the timer board. And we'll be waiting to see what we get for Cards of the Heart.
So Cards is reporting in the race chat that FFR Pro finished with an 8:25.5 and Cards finished with an 8:24 on the button. So it's actually going to be Cards of the Heart taking that first game after the video review. And that was
That
just
was
absolutely incredible.
absolutely incredible. Bowser deciding that, as Bowser had a 16-second difference between our top 1 and 2 seeds. So Bowser taking the crown there to be Cards game 1. Let's give Cards his star and move along to our second game. Remember, this can go all the way up to 5, depending on how our players win and lose their respective matches. So stay tuned, as this is only game 1 out of a best of 5.
FFR Pro a little disappointed in chat, as you'd expect. Um, saying that the first time anyone's lost due to forgetting to integrate live split. But the live split integration doesn't impact the actual time of the run naturally. It just impacts where the timer starts counting down from. So the manual review is good in this instance, and certainly stings a bit when you lose by 1 second, especially when you're in such a heavy RNG game like this. Just every victory feels hard fought.
Indeed, but we're going to be moving straight here to round 2 of this race between Cards of the Heart and FFR Pro. Everyone's setting up their timers just to make sure that we are set for game 2 coming up to you right now. Players are just setting up that VHARD difficulty to not have a false start by missing the input, which has, I believe, happened in the past. So let's just make sure that everything is safe. And we will be looking forward to game 2. All right, race timers counting down. Our players are going to be ready to go here in a few seconds. So let's go, everybody. And race begins.
Yeah, I think both FFR and Cards played super well in that first game. I really would not change my strategy if I were either of them. That's just how VHARD shakes out sometimes.
Indeed. We have Cards with a very healthy send for 12 seconds, giving us a signature thumbs up there on the camera. And we have FFR going all the way to a 20, unfortunately getting cleared on that lack, but still progressing and making sure not to give Cards too much of a distance. 8 seconds split in between these two racers right now.
No, Cards not sure how to extend that there. He's going to have to rebuild pretty quickly.
FFR, on the other hand, just having to send 4 lines does get cleared, but has an 8 combo follow-up there, followed by 5, so 3 extra lines of garbage. Pillars holding tough, but that clear just wasting some extra time. 4 seconds going to the favor of FFR, just 4 seconds behind Cards now from that initial lack. We're truly seeing some amazing gameplay today, don't we?
Oh, we always get immaculate gameplay when it comes to, you know, like all of our runners are so good at this game, but FFR and Cards are on another level. And that's a beautiful 13 from Cards. FFR Pro is going to get chained on here. It's going to lead to another clear.
And another chain, unfortunately for him, on the side, hoping that he doesn't get to the tier 2 because there's those blues just set up there. Oh, dog at 25. That is extending Cards' lead. just a little bit. Now, Taman, you are notoriously known for having strong emotions during gameplay. Do you think that the situation with the race split integration is affecting FFR's play, or do you think this is just FFR variance coming into play on why he might be taking a little bit extra time on these stages?
Let me watch him go here. I think that's just normal FFR haste. Let's say not always looking in advance for a way he could continue his chain. Just like really just kind of starts whatever he can and just relies on his cursor speed to catch up with anything. So I wouldn't say right now that it's salt or nerves getting to him.
All right. Well, Card's definitely wasting some time on his Froggy with a 27, but Froggy going for 3 lines on FFR, making him waste some extra time as well. Unfortunately for FFR, and getting chained on that tier 2 looking juicy. Froggy finding that clear.
I could definitely see FFR Pro start to go on tilt right now. You can see him you can see him throw hands with himself on on his camera there. This game is not treating him very well at the moment.
No, and Card's moving along with a 14 on that Blarg, making sure to try to capitalize on this lead as much as he can. Going for a nice 6. Oh, trying to make that a 5 to follow up there. Making that A combo follow up FFR. Fortunately, still getting clear. That A combo took a little bit too long to get set up. Didn't have Blarg topped off permanently. 21 seconds on that Blarg, and Cards again bouncing back 16 seconds on that fish, not giving a single second for FFR to catch up and making this a 1-stage lead.
Yeah, FFR is not going to want to lose any more ground here. You really don't want to be more than a stage behind when you get into the cave, like even with all the RNG bullcrap that can happen there.
Yeah. Another A combo coming from FFR, and he's waiting for another A combo to send right there. That's double A's. That's just going to be 3 lines though.
Ooh.
Yeah, 3 lines turns the X2.
This fish is just way too low. Gonna get the automatic chain off the guard. What is happening? Excuse
Fish
me.
just getting all the chains out and then a downstack clear. That is not what FFR wants to see, especially as Cards enters cave. Now extending this to a 2-stage lead.
I have never seen Fish nearly top someone out like that. But FFR Pro all of a sudden has to deal with a lot of garbage. He finally gets out at a 51 second. Good gravy.
Yeah. However, here Hookbill has a chance to have the same situation happen. He will have a chain with those purples, and that might just trigger him to chain with the blues. Will he have it? That's a double chain. Is there anything else Hookbill has here? Or is it... It doesn't seem like it's done wasting Cards' time. Finding a chain there. Finding another chain, extending it to an X3.
And that's going to be an
X4 here with a 6 combo.
That's going to be a big chain.
Yeah, that's going to be some time wasted. No moves left for Hookbill, but that's an 18-second RAF, allowing FFR to just shorten that lead from 2 stages to 1. And following up with that Hookbill, if Cards has another hiccup like that, FFR might just be back in the game.
Yeah, FFR needs to put together like a 13 and a 15 right now, but he is going off here. Gonna cut it off at the X5. But he's got to get the follow up here. This Hookbill is going way low, and
he has an 8 combo there. Is planning for another 9 combo to follow up. Unfortunately, 3 lines that Hookbill, making sure to get the clear. Piranha, on the other hand, still clearing for Cards. No immediate match. 23 seconds. Cards moving right along to Kamek. 31 seconds for our second seed FFR. Moving along to Plant. Just a little bit behind. If Kamek trolls, FFR can catch up, but it will need some good luck and some immaculate play coming off her second seed.
Yeah, Cards has just been very steady for this whole cave so far. His cursor
FFR
movement's just
stopping.
so smooth. That's a 12.
That's a 12-second Kamek coming along for Cards of the Heart. Insane 14-second plant for FFR. The chance for the catch-up is still there. No one's letting off go of these reins. Cards can get a quick Bowser kill. He will be able to secure his run. This is an insane run. It can be a sub-8 for Cards of the Heart right here. However, if things go south for Cards of the Heart, we will be seeing FFR have the chance to catch up.
Cards dropping that initial attack. He's going to start rebuilding right away.
That's a beautiful 6 to an 8 from FFR. Getting that kill on Kamek and 13-second Kamek from FFR. FFR not letting it happen. Bowser getting a clear, going to chain.
Will he get it? Yep,
Bowser's still chaining 5 combo into a 4 chain, into a 5 chain. Has the hearts for the 6. Will he see them? Goes for purples. Now 7 chain with those screens.
Gonna give Bowser a lot of stop time.
Here, giving a little bit of down stack. Will he continue the down stack in time? Not much. There's 45 seconds for Cards of the Heart.
The frame perfect kill.
Yeah, unfortunately for Cards of the Heart, FFR getting cleared at 15 seconds. And this wasn't the run that FFR needed. Both of their players having an amazing Kameks there just to make sure that that lead difference was there. And third, 22-second Bowser, not giving much air FFR to let Bowser live. Very, very good runs.
Absolutely incredible from Cards and FFR. Cards finishing with the 8-13, and FFR Pro still getting a very solid 8-32. And honestly, at these games, they tend to come down to like 1 or 2 stages of trolling, and that lunge fish, that 51-second lunge fish, is like probably what cost FFR.
Absolutely, that was a disaster of a stage, unfortunately for FFR. But we will see Game 3 still has something in store. Cards now with his 2nd star. Will this be a sweep? It still can happen. But if you give gas to the opponent, they will catch up. So let's just see if FFR can make his signature moving USA, or if Cards will be able to crush that hope right here, right now. Neither of our top seeds has a cup to their name, so this will be the first for either of them. Let's see what the run is going to be.
Yes, the multiple major trophies that these competitors have won in the past, those pale in comparison to the Poochy monthly trophy that is on the line right here.
Hey, Taman, this is the first and only Poochy Open Cup available for the taking at the moment. There is not a level of luxury good as this right now.
I would want to win the Raven trophy myself. I think Raven's the coolest.
And I'm sure Tetris Attacker is looking for that Blarg trophy himself.
Yes, no one else entered the Blarg Open except TA. So he can get the automatic Blarg trophy.
Oh my god, can't wait for the bonus segment where Pucci does speedrun of TA Live. Yeah, we'll get the plushie for that 6. Alright, our players are on their way. Stage 1, Lackey 2. Let's see what are the plays that they're seeing to make sure that this goes just their way. Very short send from FFR, making that an X4, but not having much in the way of combos like he usually would. This is just pushing slightly. He still needs some more. Getting a clear from Lackwell's Cards just moves along with a 16. We are
that's going to be a chain. Combo. FFR. Okay, I think
and the tier 2 clear. The tier 2 clear's there.
I think the tilt can definitely come into play here. FFR Pro is not doing a great job of keeping it together, and you know that's I would be feeling the same way in his circumstance. This is some real bull crap he's going through.
Well, fortunately for him, that is just the reality of the game, and Cars here has a clear that is not going to happen, but the racing stack will not give him a clear. Cars did send the garbage just in time. FFR looking to contest with a better time than 25. Will he be able to get it? Bunty just getting out of all of his blocks. One line. There we go. 20 seconds, 5 seconds made up for FFR. Truly a game where tilt can make all the difference. But our players are strong.
Yes, these are battle-hardened veterans that that we are talking about here, who have received monthly payments from the U.S. GI Bill for the battles they have fought over the years. No, that's not true. FFR
True
Pro is actually
non-protected
Canadian.
veterans. Well, this Poochy being a difference maker for FFR. 8 seconds being saved. And with the previous 5, he's making up 13 seconds from the distance that Card made. 6 more seconds are the difference between FFR and Cards at this point in time. Cards making sure to send a very hefty 4-chain, and FFR sending a flag chain there with beautiful 3-chain. May not be enough though. Let's see if the stack is true. The pillar
Raised.
doesn't hold. The pillar doesn't hold. In a clear from FFR as well as from Cards of the Heart. Both of our players being trolled by the AI. 23 for FFR, 28 for Cards. We have a match, ladies and gentlemen. These two are off again by just 1 second of difference due to their stage times at the moment. Whew. Very, very exciting. Six into a 2 into a 5. Following up with a lag chain all the way up to a 6-chain. Yeah, from Cards of the Heart.
Cards has some couple easy combos set over here. Frog is going to get greedy, go for the 5, 13 for Cards, and 16 for FFR Pro, keeping it neck and neck here at the not quite halfway point.
4 seconds in the favor of Cards of the Heart, but 4 seconds is not enough to have a comfortable lead at this point in time. Both of our players must be looking to see how they can speed up process. Cards barely making it to that chain extension, but managing to get it all the way to an X5 with the 6 combo, and FFR making 8 with a lag chain of a 2 combo. 14 seconds for FFR, 17 for Cards. 1 second lead in Cards' favor once again. Whew. Both of our players are running on fire here.
Absolutely incredible.
Now the dreaded fish, the nemesis for FFR. Last run, will it be better behaved this time? FFR sends a quick send, not enough on it. Cards bigger, heftier. Will it be enough? Fish does get the down stack, does get the clear from Card's side. Same as for FFR, however, less blocks on FFR side, less clear time. Fish is finding combos all over the place. Card still has it topped off. Card's out in 25 seconds. FFR not out yet. Fish chaining, wasting time to 33. 8 seconds, back to a 9-second difference.
All right, you're doing okay, FFR. Just keep your head in the game. You can still catch up here.
Fish truly being FFR's Achilles tendon at the moment. 10 combo, beautiful start from FFR. Managed the Collar conflict, gets a 6 follow-up there, and a 4-chain. Will that be enough for FFR? I think he was happy leaving it there. The downstack is a bit too heavy. FFR needs 1 or 2 extra lines here. Cards.
FFR needs to raise his stack here.
Cards also not sending enough. FFR, the Raph gets the clear from Cards of the Heart, and FFR also gets cleared on, but still not topped off. Gets another clear for FFR. That tier 2 clear can't be dangerous.
This was a big opportunity for FFR Pro to make up time, but now FFR Pro has to deal with Raven's attack. Oh, and this could seal FFR Pro's fate here, as he's going on towards a minute.
Don't count it off until Bowser sinks, but this is definitely a disaster for FFR. Let's hope that he can come back from this to show us why he is top 2 seed. Because we love to see his quick cursor and his amazing display of skill with the lag chains, but he's just not raising his stack to send enough. There he goes, finally raising the stack, showing us that he wants the blocks, he wants the clears.
No.
Shock panels all over the screen. That's never the good sign you want. And Cards moving along to plan, finishing Hookbill quickly. The shock panel there, double force. Coming along, finally at 1:34, FFR gets relief from that Raven.
I think FFR looks a little resigned there. You know, it's not over till it's over, but he is 2 stages behind, stage and a half behind going into cave.
Mantis
And
chaining on Cards. Beautiful lag
oh,
swap there just to extend that chain. Another clear from, well, the first clear from the plant, 2 cards. After all that chaining and wasting time, plant doesn't have much there, 32 seconds. And unfortunately for FFR, Hookbill getting that clear right there. 23 seconds for him. 11 seconds
okay.
made up, but there's a big deficit that still needs to be done. Whole stage lead, 4 cards into these last 2 stages. Nice setup from Cards. A little bit
Ooh,
of
look at
lag chain
that.
there.
Look at that little catch to keep the lag chain. But Kamek has a clear setup right at the top.
FFR getting some beautiful chains. The clear was there. Plant does get
Oh,
to it,
somehow
unfortunately.
gets the clear.
The time was just
Stop!
at the end.
Stop doing. Oh my
No, that was actually
God.
beneficial. It removed the chain
Oh,
that was going to fall from the
okay.
garbage.
I'll just
FFR saved 5 seconds.
these opponents will just not stop looking for random clears until their pattern recognition gets interrupted. And Heart of the Heart is looking for the clean sweep here.
Will it be enough? 3 chain, 4 chain. Going for 5. Going for 6. Doesn't go for the 6. Decides to cut it up there. Goes for 5 combo. Bowser gets his first clear on Cards of the Heart. In the other hand, FFR, no more blocks, sent everything he had to Kamek. Hopefully in the way of combos. All this down stack is there. Kamek out in 23 with an amazing clear on that first line. There is hope on the horizon. Second clear on Cards of the Heart from Bowser. There will be another clear with the stars at the top. Bowser does not go for it. Bowser might just be
Be a
clenching
crush
himself to
though,
death here.
and that's
Bowser
it.
wasting us all the time he possibly could on Cards of the Heart side. 8:59, that ending on 9 minutes from Cards of the Heart. And let's see how it goes for our second seed if the Bowser had any hope of being kind.
I mean, that was a nice little late swapping swag for FFR Pro. So you know you can be proud. The swag is what really matters. I mean, come on, we're all here for the swag.
Beautiful 21 on that Bowser, being the end for FFR. Nice match, 9 minutes to a 9:27 for FFR. And FFR cutting feed, probably upset from this
Yeah.
run. This being Cards sweep for his first cup. Congratulations to Cards of the Heart, 3 wins on this V-Heart gauntlet on this best of 5 against our second seed FFR Pro 21.
Yeah, once again, FFR Pro finished about 25 seconds behind. It was the bad Raven. It's what I always say. You have to avoid the bad stages. The really bad stages can just sink your race.
Yeah, we see FFR was taking that very, very risky type of strategy that Six was mentioning, where he's sending just enough, maybe a line or 2 more. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough to keep the enemies topped off. There was a moment at Raph where FFR just wouldn't top off Raph, and that just gave him the air to get another clear. It was a very unfortunate run for FFR, but it was an amazing win for Cards of the Heart. Amazing, very, very consistent plays, very consistent setups for those 5s and 8s that we saw from Cards, pumping him out consistently. So GG's to both of our players. Amazingly well done. Amazingly well played.
GG's to Cards and FFR. is Cards of the Heart gonna be our winner of the TA 2025 Puochy Open Champion. So congratulations to him, and well played by all of our other runners. And as always, thanks for putting on a good show this weekend.
You can see the sigh of relief from Cards of the Heart as well as saying 2 thumbs up. Congratulations, Cards. And thank you everybody for stepping by and watching this run. It was truly a very, very intense set of semifinals and finals for all of our players.
There we go. GG's to Tayman Tolker for bringing the appropriate amount of hype to that commentary. Those races were so good. It was an amazing. This was an amazing tournament, wasn't it, Puzzlers?
It was absolutely
as
an amazing
always.
run.
And man, that game 1 is going to be something we look back at for a while now. Because yeah, I did not notice until I had started my timer that no, I did not integrate my timer with live split. So I made sure to start my time appropriately, so we could adjust 15 seconds for whatever needed to be done, and yet somehow it got that close to a frame battle. Race time tying to the second.
I did see the message in chat, and I was like, oh my god, insane.
That was actually insane. But GG's to FFR Pro, a very, very hard fought fight, well deserved. I think we can all agree that the two people that made it to the final were the two most deserving throughout. I was talking about the V-Hard averages going into this broadcast. Both of us were averaging around 9 minutes flat for our runs, and I think for the most part we just improved our averages overall in this match, despite FFR's losing efforts. FFR played amazing today.
Absolutely.
So this is how the final bracket shapes up, with myself taking home the inaugural Puochy Open crown. There's only going to be one inaugural one, and that first one is mine.
That's what I was saying. Taman was saying that you two already have enough of the cups, and it's like, this is the first cup.
This is the only Puochy Cup there will ever be in 2024.
Yeah,
this is the only first Puochy Cup.
Do the play-by-play.
Oh, much appreciated, Tolker and Tayman. Much appreciated indeed. So, with these finishes, with FFR Pro coming in second, top fours for 6 and the Beefin 314, let's see if we can get an accurate representation of what this means for our overall tournament standings. And yes, those standings are up to date with my 13 points for winning this tournament. I do take the overall top spot at 23 points, but 6 manages to maintain second place on this board over BB Forky, with FFR Pro going up to 13 points, having the head-to-head over Beefin for 5th place. And then there's a bit of a cluster with people at 2 and 1 points respectively. But everyone here can be invited to the major championship next March, and that is what we are all playing for. And
Yes.
this whole tournament again was quite the amazing affair, and this is all I hope for when we start. I wanted to start these tournaments. This was the entire reason I wanted to have these monthly tournaments, to be able to increase the hype like this. This is everything I could have asked for, and more even.
Well, I believe that next tournament we'll be having both Heyman and myself participating, hopefully, which will hopefully throw a wrench in some of the people who are comfortably at the top, or in the middle, or at the bottom, depending on who you're going to be facing.
I know I will be gone for 2 weekends, maybe 3 in August. So I don't. So September should definitely work.
Yeah, so we've got some very exciting things coming up in our League of Puzzle Speedrunners event. So before we talk about what is coming up, how about some final thoughts? Tolker, you've been on for a bunch of these matches. What was your biggest takeaway from what you saw this weekend?
Well, we've clearly seen some very, very consistent playing from our veterans, right? Like, from Razor Flame, we've seen some improvement. I'm happy to see how Gamer, Tetris Attacker, and Corey are all bringing in their A game. I love seeing both Corey and Ty, who use some of those PvP strats and try to make them work in this PvE type of environment. Yuki Saka surprised me very strongly with his Seed 4. I was hoping to see a little bit more of him in the tournament, but it seems that Cave was where his downfall was, unfortunately. Obviously, always a joy to see our top runners battling it out. Both you, FFR, Beef, and Now cementing his times up there as well. And obviously people like Six and Scale, who last cup made us have an incredible show with those 2 1-second time differences. And this time Six showing up and making sure that the difference was better marked for his side. It was truly, truly a run where every single game was a banger of a game.
Lots of great games, and if you miss them all live, they will be made available on YouTube in short order. Tayman, now that you've watched this third tournament finish up, how much are you looking forward to finally getting into the next one?
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to getting into those tournament vibes. Maybe without all the stakes, I'd say. You know, I'm a pretty competitive person when we have the major tournaments. I try not to get too into them, but I do want to win and do a great job. So having the monthly tournaments just seems like a great opportunity to scratch that competitive itch without necessarily having to stake everything on it, and just a good way of getting the community together. So, might not be next month, like I said, but definitely after that. Really looking forward to participating.
Yeah, we miss you, buddy. Definitely glad to have you when you finally do get around to them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I miss you guys too.
Absolutely. Let's get everyone here for the next one, shall we? Speaking of, the next monthly Tetris Attack tournament will be the Flying Wiggler Open, and that is happening in 2 weekends from now. Let me make sure I have the exact date for you. August 3rd.
Oh my god, I can do it.
Is when the tournament will be held, and I made sure to keep that day specifically so Tayman here could play. Get everyone involved. That is basically the whole point of shuffling around these tournament dates when we have them, and that'll really be a shuffle once we get into the tournament series for Pokemon Puzzle League, which, by the way, by the time the next Tetris Attack tournament starts, signups will be open for the 2024 Pokemon Puzzle League tournament, and of course our 2020 champion here is certainly looking forward to that in some capacity. And it is, by the way, the last open major championship that is open registration, because we're doing these monthly tournament things to seed into the majors going forward. So if you want to have a last chance to be a quick part of history, watch our Discord server and our X, formerly known as Twitter feed, at Puzzle Speedrun to find out when those signups open, and join our Discord anyway. If you like these games and enjoy watching people speedrun them, come talk to us about speedrunning them. We're certainly more than happy to help anyone that is new to these games, because there's a lot to understand, and this game does not do enough to explain it all. So by
Tim,
all
I
means,
see you over there.
So by all means, come join us for those tournaments. So the Pokemon Puzzle League signups will open up at the start of August. So we'll go August 1st, midnight Eastern time is when registration will be formally open for that. And shortly, in our community Discord server, I will post the open qualifying period for the Flying Wiggler Open. So qualifying will be open later today as soon as I declare the period open, and those submissions can be done through Monday, July 29th. So if you want to get into the next Tetris Attack tournament, the last Tetris Attack tournament before the Pokemon Puzzle League Major, go to our Discord and sign up now. Ready your Twitch streams, do some runs. We would love to see what you can do. But as for this tournament, that is going to do it for us. For Tayman and Tolker and everyone else at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart saying, until next time everyone, happy puzzling.
Have a good one.